All right, welcome back everybody. My name is Pritesh here with KAIZN Crypto, bringing you guys another video. Here today is going to be a fun little video, keeping things interesting for you guys. 5 coins to make $1 million. So here are some of my thoughts on top projects that I'm looking forward to in the next cycle. So let's get into it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this video here today. If you guys do enjoy it and if you find some value, please be sure to drop a like for me. So as far as what I wanted to discuss here today, so these are just some of my thoughts. Guys, before we do get started, this is not financial advice. If you guys do need financial advice, please be sure to consult somebody who is qualified to do so. This is purely speculation. This is just me giving you guys some of my thoughts as to some of the favorite projects that I have in the crypto space going forward into the next cycle. So to get things started here, 5 coins to make $1 million. So why $1 million? No reason. It's an arbitrary number, just like the number of Bitcoins that will ever be created, 21 million. There's no really rhyme or reason. I feel like this is really just a big psychological number for a lot of people. So what I like to look for in terms of doing any type of investing and anything like that is always start with the end in mind. And being said, in my instance, I asked the question, what's your why? So what I mean by that is, what's the reason that you're doing this? In my instance, I'm investing to achieve financial freedom. I know that's the case for a lot of people. You know, we want to get out of that 9 to 5, or, you know, maybe you're not happy with your current job, or maybe you like to move to a different state or anything. You know, it could be totally specific to your situation, but that's just one thing I like to look for whenever I start any type of process. It's always begin with the end in mind. Quick quote here. So an investment in knowledge pays the best interest, from Benjamin Franklin. It's kind of ironic. He's actually the president that's on the $100 bill, so he's a bit iconic for that. But an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. I couldn't agree with that more. I feel like that really resonates with me, because it's like any amount of money that you have, that money is only as good as what you're willing to do, and you know, how you're able to allocate that capital. So just take that for what it's worth. You know, having $1 million in the bank, it's not everything. But to get started, guys, there's no surprise here. You guys know my number one cryptocurrency definitely is going to be Cardano. Cardano is a 3rd-gen blockchain. They are solving the problems of Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these other platform cryptocurrencies that have not been able to address issues like scaling, decentralization, even privacy. They're working on snarks. It's pretty incredible. It's great to be involved with Cardano. So what we're looking forward to is proof of stake with Shelly, and then after that it's going to be Goguen here with smart contracts. Right now the project is in the Byron era, and once we go over to Shelly, that is essentially when full decentralization will take place. Currently, we can see some use cases as far as, you know, how they intend on using the native ADA token. So we can see partnerships with governments, different companies, industry leaders, ranging from supply chains to remittance. So there is a whole litany of use cases for Cardano. I think the fact that you can actually earn passive rewards is another big driver for this coin being number one. And a lot of these tokens that we actually take a look at here today are going to yield some type of passive income. So we're going to take a look at all of those. Currently, 3 cents, just over 3 cents. So now, the reason I did a $1,200 investment right underneath it is because, as many of you guys know, currently we're in a situation where the government is in a position where they have to come into the free market and inject liquidity so that industries, banks, corporations, even individuals, business owners are not able, who are not able to pay their rents or buy food or anything like that. You know, they have something that is going to be coming in as far as income. So for many people, they're going to need that $1,200. But for the sake of this video, I thought it'd be an interesting number to put into perspective. So a $1,200 investment, let's say you get that $1,200. Let's say you're in a position, you're very fortunate to be able to invest that money. So if you are going to be putting your money into any of these projects here, I wanted to show you guys what amount you'd be able to get out of that. So now in this instance, the current ADA price is just above 3 cents. ADA total amount that you would get with $1,200 initial investment is $36,000. So very, very attractive as far as price point. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So Cardano is my number one pick. Number two is going to be Chainlink. So Chainlink is crushing the market completely, just decoupling from the entire market really as far as price action is concerned. We can see that Bitcoin has had quite a bit of a stark correction. However, Chainlink is really performing quite nicely. So Chainlink is an Oracle solution for blockchain built on Ethereum. What they're doing essentially is they're solving that problem of being able to integrate real-world data into a blockchain. And they've got tremendous partnerships, including Google Cloud, and just recently they partnered with Swift. And this is actually one of the more prominent projects with DeFi. So DeFi is going to be a huge driver, I think, for this coming cycle. And Chainlink is going to be one of the top contenders for that. Current link price is $3.20. A $1,200 investment will bank you 375 Chainlink. So very cool there. Let me know what you guys think about all of these cryptos down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Number three, we're taking a look at VChain. So a lot of my previous videos actually talk quite a bit about VChain as well. I'm a big fan of the project. VChain is actually a supply chain and logistics platform, and they're doing incredible things as far as governments and partnerships that they've got going on. They are they're actually based in Singapore, but their main client basis is going to be in China. So what they're doing basically is they've partnered with industry leaders. We can see some of the partners here include DNVGL, PwC, Walmart China, essentially supply chain and logistics. So what they're doing is they're allowing you to be able to track the origin of whatever good or service that you're purchasing. I did a video on my channel, if you guys want to check it out, actually talking about some things regarding coffee traceability, wine traceability. So lots of cool things here. And there's also a 2-token system that they've got with VChain. So it's a proof of authority. You're able to earn passive income by holding VChain in a supported wallet, and you receive the VChain Thor token as the reward. So there's a 2-token structure there, but this is another one of those passive income cryptos. Now, current VChain price is 0.0036 cents. $1,200 investments is going to net you about 1/3 VChains, so 333,333 VChain. So, yeah, as far as the price, it's definitely pretty cheap right now. So, you can get quite a few VChain for that $1,200 investment. Next, we're going to be taking a look at Icon. So Icon doing lots of cool things in Asia. So it's a South Korean blockchain. Icon Loop is essentially the fabric that the Icon protocol is built upon. So they have partnered with a whole bunch of different agencies with the South Korean government, and they're solving the problems. Basically, their ethos is hyper-connect the world. So what they want to do with that is make it so that everything that you do basically is on a blockchain. And with these Asian countries, South Korea, Japan, even China, they've got a whole bunch of technological innovations that we don't necessarily see in countries like the US. And I think that these Asian countries are going to be dominating the blockchain space when we see this next cycle kick off. Icon is doing some incredible things. Decentralized ID, voting, smart contracts, interoperability with legacy financial infrastructure. And this is another passive income crypto. So they have BFT, delegated proof of stake. What that is basically you have leaders essentially, and you are able to delegate your Icon to these leaders who are basically validating transactions on the network. So there's another way for you to earn passive income there. Currently, Icon is at 0.22 cents. So just under a quarter. A $1,200 investment is going to put you at 5,300 Icon. So guys, that is what I have here for the top 4. Last one and a bonus, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm sure many of you probably saw that one coming. I think it's a no-brainer, really. If you're going to have a well-structured portfolio with cryptocurrencies, there's no reason you shouldn't be holding Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think that that's probably many people's core position in crypto. So I wanted to make sure to include that as well. Bitcoin being a store of value, we've got the Bitcoin halving. I think, what is it, less than a month away? Craziness. So Bitcoin block reward halving being cut in half from 12.5 to 6.25 BTC per block. We can see Ethereum coming out with ETH2, smart contracts, proof of stake, DeFi. So many drivers for these top two cryptos. And then lastly, I wanted to make a note of the global financial crisis take two that we're seeing happening right now because of this health outbreak. So, I think the narrative for Bitcoin could not be stronger than it is today. Current Bitcoin price is $6,800. Current Ethereum price is $155. $1,200 investments in each of these respectively. It's going to put you at 0.1765 BTC. $1,200 investment into Ethereum is about 7.75 of an Ethereum. So, guys, take from that what you will. I think that these are some of the top projects that I'm looking forward to with cryptocurrencies going into the next cycle. Last little bit that I want to leave you guys here with in this video is, now that we've gone through all of those crypto projects, what happens after that? Like, let's say you wake up. Of course, it's not going to be like all of a sudden you go from 0 to $1 million, but let's say you check your Blockfolio one day and all of a sudden you're at 7 figures. What do you do? So I wanted to share with you guys some of my thoughts on that. And again, guys, not financial advice. This is my thought process, and there's many different ways to do what I'm trying to convey to you. But these are just some of the things that I'm thinking about. So what's your cash out strategy once you do hit that number? Whether it's 100,000, whether it's 10,000, whether it's $1 million, doesn't matter. What's your number and what's your plan after that? So for me personally, I'm looking at Bitcoin basically to gauge the sentiment of the entire market. So historically, from what we've seen, just looking at the charts, Bitcoin passing its previous all-time high typically is going to lead us into a new bull market. And that's something that many people are anticipating. I think once we do hit that 20K level, really the sky's the limit from there. And then what will happen after that, for me personally anyway, is like if you have a whole bunch of these different coins, what you want to do is take the risk out of owning a lot of these cryptocurrencies. I mean, crypto is a very highly speculative and highly volatile asset class. So as far as being able to reduce your risk, once these coins reach their previous highs, respectively, you're able to recover your initial investment. And when you do that, basically what you're doing is you're playing with something called the house's money. So the house's money, basically there's no risk on the table for you. So whatever you gain in terms of value for the crypto that you're still holding, it's pure profit. There's no risk involved for you. So that's one way to look at it. There's the hodler mindset. You could just hodl for the next 10 years. Like you could do that too. It's totally up to you. But that's just one way of looking at it. And then the next thing after that would be, what do you do with the profit that you receive? So you can put profits into decentralized stablecoins now. So with DeFi, we now have the ability to completely disconnect ourselves from the banking system. You can actually lend out your cryptocurrencies. You can earn yields for offering up to like liquidity pools like Compound. There's Oasis. There's a whole bunch of different platforms that you guys can look for. Most of these DeFi platforms are offering about 2 to 8% yield on stablecoins, which is incredible if you think about what you would earn on US dollars in a bank account. But I digress from that. And then looking at it from a longer term time perspective, from there, let's say if you do end up with quite a bit of capital, you've got things like cash flow real estate, there's gold, there's income producing businesses. You could donate to different nonprofit organizations, sponsorship opportunities. There's a whole bunch of different things, but these are just some of the things that I am excited about, I'm looking forward to, and I'm planning for as we go through here into this next cycle. So let me know, what is your favorite cryptocurrency? I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about these top 5 picks. Let me know your comments down in the comments section below. And if you guys did find some value from this video here today, please be sure to drop a like. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.